Imagine this. A quiet man walks into a lawyer's office, clutching his little daughter's hand. The people around laugh when they hear he inherited only $1 from his late father. They smirk, whisper, and mock, "That's all he's worth? Just a single buck?" What they don't know is that this dollar bill carries a secret that even the CEO of the company didn't see coming. Stay with me until the end of this story, because what unfolds will change how you look at family, worth, and hidden blessings. And if you love stories that inspire and move your heart, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because we bring you tales that remind you hope is always alive. Michael was a single dad, a man who worked long hours at a hardware store just to keep food on the table for his 7-year-old daughter, Emily. Life hadn't been easy since his wife passed away during childbirth. He never complained, though. He smiled through his pain, tucking Emily into bed every night with stories of how strong and smart she was. She was his world. His reason. But to others, Michael was just another struggling parent living paycheck to paycheck. When his estranged father passed away, Michael didn't know what to expect. The man had been wealthy once, running businesses that touched every corner of the city. But their relationship was never whole. They hadn't spoken in years, and Michael's siblings always sneered at him, calling him the failure child. So when the lawyer read the will, the siblings received land, stocks, and money, while Michael was handed a single sealed envelope with $1 inside. The room erupted in laughter. "A whole dollar? Maybe you can buy a lollipop for your kid," his brother jeered. Michael just lowered his eyes, holding Emily's hand tighter. But that night, as Michael laid the envelope on the kitchen table, Emily climbed onto his lap and whispered, "Daddy, maybe it's not just money. Maybe it's something special. Grandpa knew you were special." Her innocent hope kept him from throwing the dollar away. Instead, he carefully unfolded it, and noticed faint handwriting along the edge. His heart skipped. It wasn't just a dollar. It was a clue. The handwriting led to an old property that Michael didn't know his father still owned, an abandoned warehouse at the edge of the city. With Emily by his side, he opened the rusty doors and stepped inside. Dust floated in the sunlight, and in the corner lay a locked metal trunk. Inside the trunk were files, journals, and sealed contracts. At first, Michael didn't understand. But as he read, his eyes widened. The papers revealed hidden corruption in the company his siblings now controlled. Fraud. Stolen funds. Deals that could destroy hundreds of innocent employees' lives. And in those journals was proof that his father never stopped loving him. He left Michael the truth, knowing he was the only one with a heart strong enough to protect the family name and save the workers who depended on the BU. Michael didn't rush to the police. Instead, he studied every page, every signature, every lie uncovered. Days turned into weeks, and he built his case carefully. Emily would sit beside him, drawing pictures while he whispered promises, "We'll make this right." Finally, Michael walked into the CEO's office, the very man who once mocked him at board meetings, dismissing him as the broke son. He placed the files on the desk and said calmly, "Checkmate." The CEO paled as he flipped through the documents. Everything was undeniable. If the truth came out, the empire his siblings flaunted would crumble, and the workers would revolt. Michael's courage turned the tables. Instead of begging for a share, he negotiated. Not for himself, but for the employees, for their security, for the survival of the company his father once built with pride. And in that moment, everyone finally saw what his father had always known: Michael was the son with integrity, the man with a heart bigger than wealth. Months later, the same people who laughed at his single dollar were silent as Michael walked into the company headquarters, not in a suit of arrogance, but in the quiet dignity of a man who rebuilt trust. The company thrived under his influence, workers celebrated their fair wages, and Emily proudly held his hand as she watched her dad become the kind of hero money could never buy. And the dollar? Michael framed it. He hung it on the wall above their kitchen table. Not as a symbol of what he inherited, but as a reminder that true worth is never measured by the world's laughter. It's measured by the choices we make, the love we give, and the courage to do what's right. So the next time someone mocks you for what you don't have, remember Michael's story. Sometimes the smallest gift carries the greatest treasure, if only you have the heart to see it. If this story touched you, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories. Because you never know, your next blessing might be hidden in the very thing the world laughs at.